If you guys keep up with the Wrestling Rundown, you might be asking yourself a couple of questions. First off, if you can see through all the stuff here, Travis, why are you wearing a Power Ranger shirt? That's not a wrestling shirt. Technically, you're right, but technically, it's also a wrestling shirt, kind of, because the White Ranger / Green Ranger / Tommy Oliver / Jason David Frank is going to be making his pro wrestling debut sometime this year. You might also be asking yourself, well, wait, weren't they on a hiatus? We're on a hiatus to where we can't all get together. Due to work schedules, our later times after all the shows are over, our usual times of shooting are not available. But I'm going to still try and keep all of everything going right on this channel. Thomas and Kevin are both going to try and post some stuff as well. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm bringing you Tuesday Night Live all by myself, where we open up Smackdown with Becky Lynch talking about what she did on Sunday, talking about what she did on Monday, and what she plans on doing at WrestleMania. She is ready for Ronda. She is ready to main event WrestleMania. And then Charlotte gets in her face and says, "You're welcome. You wouldn't have had this spot if it wasn't for me. I brought you here, so you're welcome." Becky took that as a challenge. I punched Charlotte in the face, and so they started fighting. Becky ended up kind of irking her knee a little bit more. She ended up leaving a little bit later. Kayla tried to get some words with her, but yeah, she was done with the night, and she refused medical help because she doesn't want to be put on the shelf, so she's taking care of herself. We then had R-Truth get not necessarily a consolation prize. He got something in return for the fact that he wasn't able to compete in the Royal Rumble. Because Nia Jax attacked him, he ended up getting a United States title match against Shinsuke Nakamura, which he won. Yes, R-Truth is the new United States champion. And then Rusev came out, and Rusev's a dick now. Why? Because apparently he's upset that R-Truth has the US title and not him, because Shinsuke cheated at the Rumble. Okay, got it. So then Rusev challenges R-Truth. Okay. And R-Truth beats him. R-Truth has now won and defended the United States Championship in the span of about 20 minutes. He is then attacked by Nakamura. Nakamura throws R-Truth back into the ring. R-Truth is then attacked by Shinsuke Nakamura, or by Rusev. Then by Rusev and Shinsuke. What? And then it gets even weirder because Rusev's in the back, and the club come up and they're like, "Hey, why'd you do that to R-Truth? That's not cool. Like, if you and Shinsuke really want to challenge, like, maybe you should go against us." And Nakamura comes in and goes, "Okay, challenge accepted." So now we're going to get a tag team match between Gallows and Anderson versus Rusev and Nakamura, and then but then Rusev tells Nakamura not to screw him over, and it's only going to happen. What the fuck? Andrade ended up attacking Rey Mysterio before Rey Mysterio was supposed to have a match with Samoa Joe, so I'm not sure which one would have been better. But yeah, distraction promo by Zelina Vega allowed Andrade to attack Rey Mysterio. Miz and Shane celebrated their tag team title win. They brought out Miz's dad. They had a video package. And then they were trying to decide who they were going to face. Shane made sure that they weren't going to be, "Oh yeah, we're the champions. We get to do whatever we want." No, they're going to defend the titles. So they made a 4-way elimination match where the following happened. We had Heavy Machinery eliminate the New Day. The Bar eliminated Heavy Machinery, and then the Usos eliminated the Bar, so we will now have the Usos versus Miz and Shane at Elimination Chamber. Speaking of Elimination Chamber, SmackDown did it better when Mandy and Sonya declared that they would be in the Women's Tag Team title Elimination Chamber. And then we also took another direction in the Mandy-Sonya thing. We did like a CM Punk Randy Orton thing where we went back like 5 years to cause. Okay. What saved this whole thing was that, like, apparently Naomi's treatment of Mandy on Tough Enough, the last season of Tough Enough, gave her a complex, and her boyfriend broke up with her, so she was trying to ruin the marriage. What saved this was Corey Graves constantly giving us updates as to what Mandy Rose has done throughout the night to calm herself down. That was pretty funny. And then in the main event segment, we had Daniel Bryan explaining what happened at the Royal Rumble, saying that everybody won because he won, and AJ doesn't have to be the champion. He then brought out Rowan and explained that Rowan has a very like mind to him, and that they are intellectual peers, and they feel very strongly about the state of the earth and all kinds of stuff like that. And then we had Daniel Bryan call himself a hypocrite, saying that he walks around with the WWE Championship, which is in fact made by leather, which comes from cows, and therefore it is not what he wants. And so he drops the title into the trash can, very Medusa / Alundra Blaze like. And Rowan happened to come out with a little bag over his shoulder that happened to have a brand new WWE Championship made out of 100% biodegradable hemp and wood plates carved from a naturally fallen oak. It is a natural WWE Championship. Like, instead of diamonds, there's like stones in it. It's ridiculous and fantastic at the same time. So then we had AJ come out, and then we had Randy Orton come out, and then during the commercial we had Jeff Hardy come out, and then we came back from the commercial, Mustafa was coming out, and then Joe came out, and then they all started fighting, and Daniel Bryan got the hell out of Dodge and said he wasn't going to defend against any one of them. And Triple H came up on the Tron, and he's like, Daniel, you're right. You're not going to defend against one of them. You're going to defend against all of them. And so now we have our second Elimination Chamber, where Daniel Bryan will defend the all-natural WWE Championship against AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, Mustafa Ali, and Samoa Joe. Interesting. And then we ended with a big brawl. It was just people fighting constantly. Daniel Bryan and Rowan getting the hell out of there. And then on 205 Live, it seemed like we hit the reset button, because we went right back to Kalisto defeating Mike Kanellis with Maria on commentary. Jack and Drew were the only ones keeping things somewhat going in a natural order, as they are trying to guide Humberto Carrillo in his new venture into 205 Live. Giving him, tell him like, hey, if you follow us, we can not only help you, but you can help us make it a better 205 Live. And they want to be in his corner for whatever his next match is. So I assume we'll get Humberto in a match next week, and we'll have Drew and Jack Gallagher in his corner. We'll see how that goes. There was a brawl before 205 Live where Tony Nese and Noam Dar just started fighting. Apparently it was caused by Tony Nese, which got Tony indefinitely suspended. Buddy Murphy was in the trainer's room. Luckily, no damage is done to Noam Dar. Buddy didn't want to comment on the whole situation because he didn't want to get suspended as well, but he did comment on how good he is and that he's ready for whatever the next challenge is because they can line them all up and he's going to knock them all down. And then in the main event, we had Akira Tozawa defeat Hideo Itami. Some leftover issues from their tag team fallout and from the match this past Sunday at the Royal Rumble. And then, because Hideo lost, Arya decided to attack Hideo Itami. We hit a hard reset on 205 Live. Might be a good thing, might not be a good thing. We do have the Worlds Collide thing coming up this Saturday, so we'll see if that kind of plays into it. But I'm going to give you some likes and some loves for not necessarily 205 Live, because 205 Live was still trying to process everything. But on SmackDown, I mean, I really like the fact that we just picked right up from where Becky was on Raw, getting in Ronda's face, coming out on SmackDown, starting it up, saying, this is what I did, here I am, this is where I'm going, I'm taking out Ronda Rousey, no problem. Charlotte wants to start some shit, punch Charlotte in the face, and a nice little brawl to kick off the show. SmackDown, all in all, like, there was a scary moment when I thought they were just going to give the title to Rusev after R-Truth had taken it off of Shinsuke, but then they had R-Truth, like, win twice, and so they're really trying to push R-Truth, which is fucking cool. But to start off with Becky and Charlotte was fantastic. And then my love, strangely enough, is going to go to the all-natural WWE Championship. Because I saw the bag that Rowan was bringing out, and I was like, what could that be? Is he trying to be like a hipster with like a drawstring bag? No, that wouldn't be it. Like, I was trying to figure out what it was, and then as they were talking, and he's talking more about like animals that, you know, are murdered and all these things for food, and I was like, and then I like, even before he said he was a hypocrite, I was like, well, wait a second, the championship has leather on it. And then he started talking about it, and then I thought, oh my god, is he gonna have... Speaking of which, when Rowan came out, the O in his name was the recycle symbol that was just spinning. And then I was like, okay, is he gonna have like a biodegradable version of the WWE Championship? And he fucking did. And so, I mean, this is the best championship change. And I obviously know it's not going to be like a permanent thing, but it's the best thing since John Cena changed the US title to the spinner title. Because it was, hey, spinners are a big thing. That's kind of my gimmick. I'm going to make this cool new belt because it's mine. I didn't quite like it with the WWE Championship. I felt that was overkill. But the fact that this is the first time... I think it was the first time since Miz where the WWE Championship was changed based on character, because Miz ended up taking the title off of John Cena, so he turned the spinner title and just stopped the WWE symbol to make it look like an M. So to have Daniel Bryan completely revamp it and have his own championship is so funny and so perfect for this character, because he absolutely hates everything that has been attributed with AJ Styles, whether it's the championship, whether it's his, what he allows his fans to do and stuff like that. So this is a perfect moment for him to just make it his own, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I fucking love SmackDown. SmackDown was great. SmackDown did things right. I mean, I'm not gonna say everything was perfect, but there weren't moments where once it was over, I was like, ugh, well, that happened. And I do that a lot on Raw. So I bleed blue. That's what I do. I'm a SmackDown guy through and through. But with that being said, this has been the Tuesday Night Live. I am Travis Colt. We're kind of on hiatus. Thanks for watching. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed the last couple days, everyone who has checked out the videos. Please keep doing it. Comment down below, because we want to talk to you guys. We are, I am always connected to the videos, so as soon as you guys comment, I get a notification. I can reply as soon as possible. So let me know down below what you liked, what you loved, what you disliked about both SmackDown and 205 Live. You can go back, you can check out the Raw review. Go over and check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans. It's reasonable with a W, like wrestling, because there's going to be a brand new punishment video, and you get to see what terrible thing happened to me because I was terrible at predicting matches this past weekend. Also, if you're not a YouTube viewer on the regular, you can get this review and all of our regular reviews in podcast form over on the SoundCloud link down in the description. You can follow us on various social medias. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.